After an unknown amount of time, Kate woke up. She looked around and found herself lying on a beautifully decorated large bed in a magnificent and luxurious room. In the room, two young women dressed as maids were quietly arranging several sets of elegant ladies' gowns. Hearing movement from the bed, they immediately turned to look at Kate and came to her side. Kate looked at them with suspicion. One of the slightly chubby girls said happily, "Oh, you're awake. That's wonderful. I'll go inform Baron Alfred right away. He will be very pleased." Kate grabbed her hand and asked, "What did you say? What Baron? Where is this? Where am I?" The chubby girl replied with a smile, "This is the residence of Baron Alfred Brightwood. We are his servants. We heard that you fainted on the road while the Baron was out hunting, so he brought you back. You have been unconscious for a full day and night. Your clothes were dirty, so they have been taken away to be washed. The Baron has prepared several new gowns for you. You may wear them after you get up. Now I will go inform the Baron. There is no need to rush. Please get up only when you feel completely well." After saying that, the chubby girl turned and left the room. The slimmer girl said, "How are you feeling? Do you feel any discomfort? Would you like some water?" Kate felt a sharp pain in her head and also in her back. It must have been caused by the fall from the horse. She weakly shook her head and said, "I'm fine. I need to get up. I must return home as soon as possible." With that, she struggled to support herself with her arms, trying to get out of bed. But as soon as she lifted her upper body, she felt a wave of dizziness and pain. She almost fainted again. Barely holding herself up, she still tried to get out of bed. At that moment, a young and handsome man entered the room. He came to Kate's bedside. Seeing that she was too weak but still forcing herself to get up, he gently placed both hands on her shoulders and pressed her back down onto the bed. He said softly, "Please do not rush. You need more rest. When your strength has recovered, I will escort you back to your hometown. Please trust me." Kate could not withstand the intense dizziness and weakness, and she fell unconscious once again. After an unknown amount of time, Kate woke up again. This time, she insisted on getting out of bed. Hearing the movement, the two maids entered the room. One draped clothing over Kate, while the other prepared food and helped her eat something. The chubby girl went to inform Baron Alfred. The Baron, dressed in a night robe, came to Kate's side. He carefully observed her condition, then instructed the two maids to take good care of her meal. Turning to Kate, he said, "It is already late now. Please eat something, regain your strength, and endure for one more night. Tomorrow morning, I will prepare a carriage to take you home. Please set your mind at ease and rest well." After saying that, he smiled at Kate, but he did not receive a polite smile in return. He sighed and left the room. After finishing her meal, Kate asked the two maids to leave. She stood weakly by the window, looking at the bright moonlight outside. She was deeply worried about William. She hoped he was still alive. She hoped that tomorrow she would be able to see him. The next morning, Baron Alfred and several servants set out in a carriage with Kate. Without stopping along the way, they went straight to the village where Kate lived. Kate got off the carriage and stumbled as she hurried back home. The first thing she said upon seeing her father and mother was, "How is William? He's still alive, right?" Her father, upon seeing Kate, was first overjoyed, but hearing her question, he immediately lowered his head. Kate turned to her mother. Her mother began to cry. She walked over, embraced Kate, and said, "On that day, on the way back when your cousin was bringing William home, he had already lost his breath. The priest confirmed his passing, offered prayers for him, and held a funeral. We built him a grave near your new home by the stream. You should rest first, and then go visit him. My poor daughter, please don't be too heartbroken." Upon hearing this, Kate burst into uncontrollable sobs. Holding her mother, she cried and said, "No, I want to go see him right now." She rushed out of the door and ran straight toward the direction of the new house. Baron Alfred sighed, bowed to Kate's parents, and then, with his servants, followed in the carriage in the direction Kate had run. When they arrived beside Kate, she was lying over William's gravestone, crying bitterly. Alfred instructed a servant to ride and buy some flowers, which were then placed in front of William's grave. He stood behind Kate, silently keeping watch by her side for a long time. Kate cried until she was exhausted. She turned around and saw Alfred still standing behind her. Confused, she asked, "Baron, why are you still here? You should have gone home." Alfred helped Kate to her feet and said sincerely, "Please accept my condolences. I know you deeply love your fiancé, William, but he has already left this world. You still have your life ahead of you. Please gather your strength and begin a new life. I believe that Mr. William, in heaven, would also wish to see you live well, happily and peacefully." Kate nodded. She slowly looked around. Her eyes fell upon the new house she and William had built not far away. Tears once again streamed down her face. Alfred gently held her shoulders to prevent her from collapsing in grief. He waited patiently until she stopped crying, then said softly, "My poor Miss Kate, I believe you cannot remain here. You will only be reminded of him every day and sink into sorrow. I would like to take the liberty of inviting you to stay at my home for a while. I can invite musicians to teach you music and singing, painters to teach you painting, or playwrights to teach you writing. There are many things you can do to occupy your mind. In short, please accept my invitation. I hope to see you regain your strength, to see you happy and smiling again." Kate thought for a long time. She wiped away her tears, sighed, and said, "Very well. I accept your offer. Thank you very much, kind Baron." Alfred helped Kate into the carriage. He instructed his servants to go to Kate's home to inform her parents of the arrangement and to leave them a sum of money. Then he and Kate rode back to the city in the carriage. Kate stayed at Alfred's house. She had no heart to do anything. Every day she was filled with sorrow, always sitting by the window in a daze. Whenever she thought of William, she could not help but burst into tears again. She did not eat, nor did she rest properly. Aside from staring blankly, she did nothing but cry. Alfred assigned 2 maids to take care of her. They took turns trying every possible way to comfort her emotionally. From a woman's perspective, they expressed sympathy and understanding for her. The slightly chubby maid would always place a mirror in front of Kate and say, "Look at yourself. You have already grown so thin. Your beautiful face is gradually fading. The traces of your tears have already left deep marks on your cheeks. If you continue to torment yourself like this, you will become a withered old woman. Please, no matter what, eat something. Your fiancé in heaven would not like to see you like this." The slimmer maid would also come over to help and say, "Yes, just a few days ago you were so young and beautiful. Now your complexion is gray. Your eyes are swollen and red, and your lips are pale. If your parents were to come visit you, they would be heartbroken. You don't want them to suffer because of your current condition, do you?" After hearing the 2 maids' repeated persuasion, Kate finally regained her reason from her endless grief. She began to eat, to wash and dress herself, and to wear the gowns that Alfred had prepared for her. Soon, her complexion became rosy again, her eyes brightened, and her naturally beautiful appearance regained its radiance. She began to accept lessons from the musician, painter, and playwright that Alfred had invited for her. She was naturally intelligent and gifted in the arts. Very quickly, she was able to play music, sing, paint, and write on her own. In the Baron's household, the servants worked every day accompanied by beautiful music. Occasionally, Kate's singing could be heard ringing out, as if one were in an opera house. Alfred often took Kate out to relax and have picnics. Kate would sketch and paint in front of scenic lakes and mountains. As Alfred watched her painting with focus and dedication, he gradually developed feelings for this girl of extraordinary beauty. He wrote her long love poems, hoping to move her heart with words filled with affection. Kate wrote back to him, expressing her gratitude and admiration in sincere and beautiful language. With words that touched the soul, she expressed her unwavering love for William. Alfred felt somewhat disappointed, but he deeply admired Kate's sincere devotion to William. He hoped to remain by her side. Perhaps one day she would open her heart to him and accept his love. Alfred believed that this day would come, but at times he also doubted and hesitated. Ever since he first met Kate, she had never smiled. He had heard that she used to be a cheerful and lively girl. In his household, she was always polite and courteous to everyone, but she had never smiled, not even once. Alfred tried everything to make her happy. He bought her beautiful clothes and magnificent jewelry. He took her to the theater to watch comedies and to the circus to watch performances. He told her amusing stories and anecdotes about royal nobles. He even dressed up as a clown himself to amuse her. His servants were often doubled over with laughter at his ridiculous and comical behavior, but Kate always maintained a calm and polite expression. She never smiled. He felt very frustrated. When he told his relatives and friends about these matters, they would always laugh at him, calling him a fool.